Hello and welcome to our fifth and final episode of Dallas Does the Academy Awards. We will now talk about, usually it's the final award of the night, but last year it wasn't, actually, now that I think about it, which was dumb.
Yeah, well, I mean, they played themselves on that one.
Yeah, they thought it was going to be one person and it was another person, so joke's on you, whoever decides the...
It was Steven Soderbergh in that instance.
Oh yeah, was he the producer?
He was the director of the Oscars.
I mean, director?
Yeah.
Really? Steven Soderbergh?
Just for that, just because they're like, we want to mix it up and do something unique.
But it's usually not an actual film director that does that, is it?
No.
Especially not a famous film director. That's odd. But no, this should always be the last one. This is the one, for God's sakes. It's Best Picture. This year there are 10 nominees, so I guess 10 pictures got enough votes, or however they do it.
No, they've switched to having all 10 now.
Well, what about the movies that finished 10th the last 6 years? What about them? Just fuck you, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, they did. They were doing a strict 10 for a few years, and then they did somewhere between 5 and 10, and now they're back to doing the strict 10.
Yeah. Especially this year, just make it 5. Just make it 5. No, especially this year. The nominees are, in alphabetical order, Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. So, Power of the Dog has been the favorite since the beginning of award season, I think. But there's a movie that has kind of caught up with it, and that's Coda. I think Belfast was considered the second for a while, but now it's Coda. But those are the three that I could see winning. I don't really see anyone else winning.
Yeah, agree.
And again, Belfast is a long third place. Long third place. It's really between two movies. So I have seen 7 of these movies, which is a lot for me usually. Usually I only see 2 or 3 of the Best Picture nominees. But I actually tried to watch some of these. The only ones I haven't seen, I've already said Belfast, Licorice Pizza. Again, if it was streaming, I'd watch Licorice Pizza, but it's not streaming. And then King Richard, which I will watch when it gets on HBO Max. Let's see. Do we want to talk about the movies that you don't think belong? Because I think there's a few.
Obviously, my preference, I would not have nominated Don't Look Up, even though I don't think it's as horrible as Dallas is, but it's just not.
It's not deserving, no.
Not super great. And I really don't appreciate the director's tactic of saying, oh, you didn't like this movie? Well, you must not believe in climate change then.
Oh, okay. Because that's, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That goes hand in hand. No, it's a shitty movie. It doesn't matter what it's about. Anyway.
Nightmare Alley, again, probably would not have put this up here.
See, I really enjoyed that movie. I don't know why. I just did.
I'm a fan of the original.
I haven't seen the original. I want to. I want to see the original.
1940 is I don't understand this new one because they didn't add anything plot wise, but somehow it's an hour longer. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, do you know who we didn't talk about? Is Rooney Mara.
Let's not.
Why? I want to.
We don't talk about Rooney.
No, we only talk about Kate. Only Kate in this house.
Well, and Bruno.
Oh, boy. You didn't want to talk about Best Original Song. If we did, I could have talked about how it's hilarious that they didn't even submit that song. Anyway. For me, I don't I haven't seen Licorice Pizza, but I don't.
Oh yeah,
That's take it or leave it. I think, right? I don't know.
I feel like Belfast got in here powered purely by Kenneth Branagh
Yeah.
as the director because they love him. Kind of the same for Licorice Pizza. They
Oh
really
yeah. PTA. Yeah.
again not. I find those movies like there's not a lot of plot that happens in either movie. They're very meandering.
Well, isn't
There's
that
a lot of
usually
walking around.
isn't isn't that usually Paul Thomas Anderson though?
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a big Dune defender. I like that movie. Dallas does not. He didn't understand it. It's very very simple.
It
But
was just boring. It was just
you're
boring. So I'm not being nominated for an Academy Award.
there's a
They
giant
are.
worm and spaceships in it. How it can't
Listen.
possibly be boring.
Listen, Dune is going to win a lot of
Technicals.
technical awards, and it deserves it. It's a beautiful movie. I honestly think, like direction wise, he should have been nominated for Best Director.
Me
We're not
too.
talking about that, but that was a snub.
Agree.
I love Arrival. Did he do Arrival? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So direction wise, yes, but storyline and like the characters, I don't care. I just don't care about that.
You're gonna see the second one.
Well, especially you told me who's in it, so yeah, of course I'm going to see it.
There's the second one's going to feature a love triangle between Timothy Chalamet, Florence, and Zendaya.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Oh, and they're reunited too because Little Women.
Zendaya wasn't in that.
Oh, the other ones.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet was. I forgot.
You forgot that Florence Pugh and Timothy Chalamet were
That's
married
right.
in that movie.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Zendaya was in Little Women. That actually pretty good. Yeah,
But-
Dune feels like the Mad Max of like it's going to win a lot of technical stuff. People like
Mad Max
it.
should have won Best Picture.
It should have, but it didn't. And neither is Dune. So
Anyway, Coda, cute movie. I enjoyed it. Power of the Dog's probably going to win.
I think
fine.
so. I think
Why not?
it'll hold on and win.
King Richard, again, like fine, cute movie. Drive My Car, not really to my tastes.
I enjoyed it. I like the story.
Yeah,
I like the stuff with all the actors and all that. Like,
I mean, when someone says like, "Hey, a 3-hour Asian movie got nominated for Best Picture," that seems like something I would love right off that criteria. But I don't know. I wasn't like
it fell flat at the end. Like when they went,
I wasn't emotionally overwhelmed.
when they went to Sapporo, it's like I should feel something and I don't. And I don't know if that was the acting or
I don't know. It was fine.
yeah.
What else? What are we not talking about?
Oh,
West Side Story.
Fine.
Fine.
I hated it, but I don't.
What do you
I
mean?
hated it
Why?
because I didn't care. I just didn't care. Like it just felt so melodramatic, and I understand it's like a timeless thing, and it's basically the same story, right? Like they didn't really change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just didn't care. Like, yeah, it's Spielberg and it was beautifully shot and all of that, but I just think Ansel Elgort was so poorly miscast. Like,
Oh, I mean, I thought he was fine.
oh,
It's kind of hard to make that character super interesting.
well, okay, but then why do we like it if he's the main character though?
Yeah,
Those are supposed to be the main characters, and they're insanely uninteresting.
Yeah, no, that is a flaw with both versions of the movie.
Is it just the musical numbers? Is that why people love it? Like,
Maybe. I mean, it is like straight bangers for the musical numbers.
it is, and I was surprised. There's a lot of songs that I knew as like Broadway standards, but I did not know they were from West Side Story. Like "Pretty," I did not know that song was. I had no idea that was West Side Story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I talked about with Ryan. I just don't understand why this was made. I don't understand why we need it.
Oh, I don't either. I mean, there was no reason to do it, but
No, Ryan
You're gonna
told me
do it-
that Spielberg wanted to do a musical, and that's basically
If
why
you're-
it happened.
if you're going to redo it, I guess having Steven Spielberg direct it isn't the worst thing that could happen. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it necessary.
No, and I'm not someone who hates musicals, but this like the beginning with the like what's this called when you snap your fingers and all that shit. It's just like
there's
ugh.
much more of that in the original.
I bet there is. I'm sure they toned it down,
That's
but it was still too much.
yeah, West Side Story, not like Not anything I'm going to be like voting for, I guess.
Okay, so let's talk about snubs. If I remember, you said Tick Tick Boom. Is that you that said that?
I would have put that in there.
Yeah.
Lost Daughter, I thought was going to get in.
The Lost Daughter is probably 11th, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that would have. It like swept the major awards at the Independent Spirit Awards. Maggie won Best Director, and it won Best Picture. I had to talk about Maggie Gyllenhaal. I had to. Like the tragedy of Macbeth is like a really. It's just I think it's a really cool.
I've heard
concept,
nobody,
but I don't think it would have. I don't think I had a chance to get nominated, but I just thought it was a very cool concept. Like the set is amazing. Did it get set like production? I think it got production. It did. And it deserved it. Like the set is amazing. It's just, it throws me off when it's like, it looks contemporary, but then they're still saying Shakespeare stuff. And it's like, I don't know. It just throws me off. And then a movie that I have to bring up just because of Ryan is Spider-Man No Way Home. Don't yell at me because I'm not the one that is mad about it.
There was no chance of this ever getting in. Anybody who thought this was getting in is incredibly delusional.
Why though? Black Panther got in.
Black Panther had a lot more cultural cachet than
this movie. I know it did. And
it was also good.
Yeah, but didn't people like Spider-Man too?
People liked it because it was like a reason to go back to the theater after like 2 years of.
Well, and that's Ryan's argument, is that it's the only movie that made any money in theaters.
It made $1 billion. Oh, I think it made $2 billion by this point. It's fine. It doesn't need an Academy Award. It's fine. It's probably going to get that fucking Viewers' Choice Academy Award bullshit they're doing anyway.
Oh, we haven't talked about that. No, it was leading Cinderella or whatever.
It was?
Yes. Yes, that Amazon Prime Cinderella movie was leading.
Okay, that's
a couple weeks ago. But it probably will be Spider-Man.
Yeah. Third best Camilla.
Wait. Who's Camilla?
Camila Cabello.
No, but who are the other ones? Because we had this discussion. I already forgot. There's obviously
number 2 is
Princess
Camilla,
the Duchess of whatever.
And then number 1 is Camilla Gonzo's Chicken from the Muppets.
Oh, that's right. What about Camilla Grammer?
Who?
Exactly. You don't watch Housewives.
You're right.
Kelsey Grammer's ex-wife. Yes. See, I know the Muppets, but I don't know the name of Gonzo's chicken wife.
Did you know that they're making a Muppets movie about the band Electric Mayhem?
Oh, that sounds funny, I guess.
Starring Lily Singh.
Who's Lily Singh? Remind me.
She was a YouTuber and then she had like a late night show.
Oh, Superwoman or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one in the comedy community likes her because she just steals jokes, apparently. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. That's like half of what YouTube and TikTok are, is stealing jokes from less popular people.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Spencer had any chance? Because I was intrigued about that. Or is that it's just a actress movie? It's not a.
That's an actress vehicle. I don't think it would have made it in. I mean, I enjoyed the movie as a whole. I would have put it in here over what was here, but that's me. I have superior tastes. I'm not an Oscar winner. Notoriously don't watch all the movies.
Yeah. And some movies I want to bring up. Have you seen The Last Duel?
Yeah, that was pretty good, actually. I like it.
See, yeah. I've only heard good things about it.
That's on HBO Max. You can watch it.
I know. I have it on my list. So I'm going to watch it.
Thank you for not canceling my subscription, Bestie. So
you're the one that told me you don't use it.
Well, I do now.
And all of a sudden, you use it.
I've been watching every single Batman-related thing.
Oh, yeah. Well.
And Euphoria.
Are you watching Euphoria?
I watched one episode.
Well, that doesn't count.
We'll probably watch it again.
Let's see. A movie by a director who is surprisingly, for being so like critically acclaimed, at least from a production standpoint, is what's his? I always get it. Is it Wes Anderson? Yes.
Yeah.
The French Dispatch, a movie that kind of came out and thudded to nothing.
Not his best, personally.
Well, but he's had a lot of great movies, so that's not.
And it's not rated when he makes them. I'm sorry.
Isn't his Fox movie like the only one the Oscars have nominated?
No, he got nominated for what's that hotel one he made?
Grand Budapest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moonrise Kingdom got nominated.
Yeah, I thought it did, but I don't think it did.
I'm sorry. We have to talk about something really quickly.
What?
Do you know who Heidi Montag is?
Of course.
There's footage of her walking down LA Boulevard just eating a raw bison heart.
Are you on your phone right now? Is that what's happening?
I have alerts set for Heidi Montag.
No, you don't.
I just thought that was important to share with you.
It really wasn't. Okay. And then a movie that had no chance. It's just like an indie movie that I've heard a lot about is Zola. I feel like that was like a big indie movie. I have not watched
that one yet. I do kind of want to see it.
I saw it. It was on like HBO or Showtime when I was in a hotel room like a month ago.
How was it?
Yeah, so I watched it. It's fine. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not like a movie buff person. You'd probably like it. I don't know.
It's based off a Twitter thread.
Is it?
Yes.
I know that director, Janissa Bravo, but
yeah, no, that story is based off of a Twitter thread.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So yeah, that I guess concludes our series. Dallas does the Academy Awards. I want to thank Mark for joining me reluctantly and against his own will.
You're welcome, Gabe.
But yes. And
where
then
else can you come for exclusive thoughts on the Academy Awards and Heidi Montag's dietary habits? Mm-hmm. I'm serving in all directions. Yeah.
Well, anything else you want to say? Because I'm never having you back again.
Let me see what else she's doing. No updates yet.
That's good because I'm hungry and I'm about to go to dinner. So I'm glad.
Eat a bite of heart for me.
Well, until the next installment of Dallas Does, have a good evening if you're listening to this in the evening.
Have a good one.
Sure. Goodbye.